Hi everyone. In this video, let us see how to use images. How can we work with images? So working with images is special because images get uploaded up as the tensors, and then we are able to slice them, and then we will be used to each channel, and we are able to do some operations on this image. So let's get started with the basic. So in this case, I am using SK image, which is sklearn package for image. And I have used IO, that is input output. And we are importing it as IO. Then I'm using matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. So we are using this for all the plotting function. This is what we will use for plotting. Then we are also using NumPy for intermediate calculations. So I am reading I'm reading NumPy, and then I'm reading the image now I am read flower.jpg. So basically I have taken a flower image, right? So now I am just loading it in img variable. So when I execute the code, you can see the colored image getting stored in this img variable, right? So in case if I do not write this code, what may happen? Yes. So what is happening over here, right? This is what the output I'm getting, plt.imshow of img, right? So hope this part is clear to you, right? But then I wanted to know the shape of this image. So I'm writing img.shape, which says that it is 350, 700, 3. So let me tell you what is this, right? So here 350 stands for 350 stands for the x-axis dimension. So which means about so basically 350, 703, 350 and 700 represents the height as well as the width of the image, and the last one represents the number of channels. So what are the channels over here? Red, green and blue, right? So this is what we have to understand over here. From this itself, you can figure out that 350, right? So 350 is the height of this image, and the 700 is this one, right? So width of the image. 3 stands for red, blue and green. Hope this is clear, right? So the next step, what I'm writing, I'm going to extract 3 channels into 3 variables, right? So I have taken 3 variables, red, green and blue. So let us understand this code. IMG is this one, and colon stands for all, and again the colon stands for all, and 0 stands for the channel, right? So height, weight, channel. This is what it says. The second case also the same. The third one also the same. So what are we saying over here? This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. So let me execute this code now. Yes, it is executed. Now I am writing like plt.imshow red, color map equal to reds, right? So let us execute this code now. Wow, right? So what are you seeing over here? We are getting a red color image now, right? Here I have written red, and color map I have written it as reds. So that is why it is showing this output. So in the next code I'm writing plt.imshow or imshow green, color map equal to greens. And now you can see you can get the flower as a beautiful green flower. So let us do for blue now. Yes. So this is looking nice, right? So this is what we get now. Right? So now let us enter into the filtering part. So what I have written, define filtering img, f is equal to 3. Then what I am doing, I am getting the dimensions from the input shape, that is rows, column, channels equal to img dot shape. Right? So we have seen already what are these, right? Fine. So I'm writing stride is equal to 2, right? So here the step is 2, right? So then I'm writing like the dimensions of the output. dimensions of the output. So number of rows, number of columns, and number of channels. So what I'm writing, 1 plus rows minus F divided by stride. So we know what is rows and what is F over here. F is considered as 3, right? So that's what I'm doing over here. And then I'm initializing the output matrix A. So what I'm doing now, I'm writing like np dot zeros, n underscore rows, n underscore call, n underscore channels. What are these actually? These are these outputs, right? Fine. So this is the new image. Then what I'm writing, I'm iterating through the image. So I'm creating a loop over here for h in range n underscore rows, for w in range n underscore column, for c in range n underscore channels, and then I'm writing like h into stride, vert underscore start plus f, which is nothing but this one, right? And then this is nothing but w into stride, and this is this, right? So now we are extracting the slice that we are dealing with, and then we are computing the filtering operation on the slice, right? So this part we have done now, right? So let us try to understand this. Say for so what was the shape of our image actually? So let us see that, like it is 350 comma 700, right? So that the same we have taken. So that is the actually the input, and I'm applying stride 2, and then I'm converting it into the output. So I have written the stride, and I have given f as 3. I have created a for loop, right? So yes, there is no error. It is getting executed. So what I'm writing now, A is equal to, right? So what I'm doing now, let's try to understand that. I have written A is equal to filtering, basically the input, right? So IMG, so that's what I have given, and print A dot shape, and then I want to look at the image now. Let's get the output. So what is the output over here? So just it is doing some filtering of the image. Now I'm just changing it to f is equal to 11. So let us see the change, what is happening over here. So what change can you figure out over here? You could see that the image appears blurry, right? So actually like a little smoothing happening. So we are doing simple filtering so that little smoothing happens. And let me change it to f equal to 25. So let's see the output. Now it looks too blurry, right? So just we are trying to understand about how we can load the image data, or how we can load JPEG image, and then we are just using some filtering, right? So this is what we have seen in this video. Hope it is clear to you, right? So thank you.